Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining on this Tuesday after Labor Day. And boy, I've always thought Labor Day was kind of the end of summer, and kind of feels like that today, doesn't it? It really feels like fall outside, kind of gray and yucky. But hey, we're back at it. Got a few things to update you on. This won't be a very long call today, as you might imagine, with the holiday weekend. A lot of people taking time off, not a whole lot to update you on, but I do want to alert you. We've been obviously doing this now weekly for some time. I think hopefully that's working well in people's schedules. Obviously, with most businesses back to work now, we moved away from the 5 days every day. But what I wanted to tell you about is we do want to continue to offer programming and updates that are very relevant to what your needs are, in particular, identifying speakers that would be beneficial. So one of the things that we identified last week that we want to do is continue to work to bring on our elected officials. So we found when the pandemic started back in March, the elected officials really drove the highest turnout for these calls, which makes sense. People are looking to the state and federal government for updates on business operations and whatnot. So last week we had Ben Frederick on, our state representative. We are working on right now having our state senator, Tom Barrett, be on. Couldn't make it work for today. Hopefully next week, Tom will be on. And then we're also going to look to bring on our federal officials as well. So Congressman John Molinar, Senators Peters and Stabenow as well. So just to give an update on what they're seeing at the state or federal level. As always, if there are other speakers, other officials, whatever, please let us know. As I said, we want to make sure this call is effective and meets your needs and is worth your time. So that's the intro there. A few updates on some things happening. We're excited to bring back our SEDP coffee updates this week. So many of you know, prior to the shutdown, we were having monthly updates where we were giving our stakeholders sort of 30 minutes of highlights of what's happening in Shiawassee County's economy, what businesses are locating here, who's expanding. And really the driver of that is to be for connections, networking, B2B type stuff. So businesses can learn about opportunities, connect with one another, do deals. And so we're at a point now, we're back in the office and we want to do what we can to try to offer more opportunities for our stakeholders to engage, particularly face-to-face within the confines of the governor's orders. So we're bringing our coffee update back this Thursday morning. It's going to be a little chilly probably because we're actually doing it outside in a park. We wanted to be in person, and in order to ensure we could have basically as many people as we wanted, we thought doing it outside would be best. So we're going to be at the same park in Corona. We had our annual meeting a few weeks ago. We will have donuts provided by Agnew Graphics. So we'll have coffee as well. It looks like it's going to be about 60 degrees, which isn't too bad. So if you're interested, please join us. One interesting note, we are supposed to have the director of Fiddler's Green there. So Fiddler's Green is the new veterans housing development that's opening in the former Pleasant View building in Corona. And so they're going to give an update on what's going on there and how they're getting ready to bring veterans in to live there. So that should be interesting. And we've got several other project updates we're going to share and hopefully some good networking. So that's coming back this Thursday at 8 a.m. If you're interested, please feel free to join us. We are rolling out the small business grant program that we've been talking about for weeks. We've identified recipients, approximately 65, I believe, are going to be getting a grant in Shiawassee County. I know some of you on the call are getting a grant. I've notified you. That paperwork should be in process if it's not started already. You'll be hearing from the Flint and Genesee Chamber hopefully this week on that. So once those grant recipients are through the system and paperwork has been approved, we will make a public announcement. I can't say a whole lot more right now, but one thing I'm very, very proud of, and you'll see this when the recipient list comes out in a few weeks, is we were able to get a very significant amount of money. Shiawassee County, roughly $840,000 will be coming into Shiawassee County to small businesses here for that grant. And one thing I'm very, very proud of is we were able to get money into, I believe, every zip code in Shiawassee County but one. And I think that one only had one applicant. And fully 50% of the grants are outside of Owasso. So you guys all know, guys and gals all know how committed we are to being countywide, to being regional. And so we've made sure that the money is getting around Shiawassee County, not just Owasso, but Corunna, Durand, Perry, Langsburg, Lothrop, Byron, Bancroft, Morris, everywhere. So more to come on that, but that'll be about $840,000 into Shiawassee County's economy through that small business grant program. Thanks to our friends at Michigan Economic Development Corporation for making that possible. They've been great work. There's another program that we're actually rolling out. This is brand new, and this is very specific for some of our food and ag businesses. So I know Colleen from Colleen's Greens is on the phone quite a bit. This might be good for you. Basically, we're working with Michigan Economic Development, Owasso Main Street, Shiawassee Chamber, Small Business Development Center, and we're going to do basically a Shark Tank type competition for food and ag businesses in October. So small food businesses, under 10 people, businesses that operate under the Michigan food laws, the cottage laws, getting them some assistance in order to be able to grow, access to buyers, some really good stuff. This is the brainchild of MEDC. And I think it's going to be kind of a unique thing. It's food and ag focused. So any business that's in that arena, we're actually going to be rolling out the PR on that probably today. I think the application window starts today. So I think that's going to be kind of a cool thing. One thing we've learned throughout this process, we want to support our food and ag businesses. We saw with a lot of the grocery stores early on in this pandemic, a lot of shortages, going to the grocery store, and that only strengthens the need to have more food businesses here in the county, in the region, in the state. So anything we can do to support business growth in the food and ag sector, we definitely want to do that. So more to come on that. Another thing I wanted to update you on, and I've already been in touch with a few of you on this, but this is sort of a unique opportunity from our friends at the Detroit Regional Partnership, and we've talked about the DRP before. We've got a great relationship with them as they market the region. They are working with a business that is helping to place people on the autism spectrum into technology jobs. So for any businesses on the call that use tech people, it could be, IT, it could be programming, it could be data analytics. I mean, any coding, anything like that. They offer a service to try to place particularly adults in those positions. So I think it's a wonderful thing. It's a great way to get people to work and really help out businesses that have technology staffing needs. We're actually having a call this afternoon at 4 o'clock for anyone that would like to learn more about this. It's a business called Auticon, AUTICON, and we would be happy to include you on that call if your schedule allows. So if you're interested in learning more, please definitely let me know on that. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, This is a great opportunity or a great offering from our friends at the United Way. They've been a great supporter, a great nonprofit partner throughout this pandemic. They just dropped off some basically visor-like face shields here to the Armory. And they are making those available for small businesses and other organizations in need. When I say visor, it basically can fit on a ball cap. So if you're wearing a hat, a ball hat, the face shield can attach to the ball cap. They have these available to us for free. So if you, for your business, need some, or for your nonprofit, or you know somebody that might need these and could use them and they're free, we would be happy to get you some more information. Here's another item for our industrial companies. I'm actually having a meeting, and actually Lane is on the call. As I mentioned, she takes notes for us from the RESD. Actually meeting with her and Lori Thayer later this week. We're going to talk about what we can do in relation to National Manufacturing Day, which is coming up here in about a month or so. We all know the challenges right now with schools in terms of, going back and safety and virtual and all that. But one of the things that, we certainly remain committed to, and I know the RESD does as well, is still creating those career exploration opportunities for our kids. Just because things are awkward right now, and probably we won't be able to do site tutoring, things like that. We still want to create opportunities because these kids are still going to go to school. They're still going to graduate. They still need to be aware that there are career opportunities here for them in Shiawassee County. So figuring out what that looks like potentially for National Manufacturing Day, and also figuring out, what other ways, probably virtually, that we can get our companies engaged with our local school districts, over the coming school year, I think is still going to be critical. So I want to thank our partners at the RESD. As I said, it remains a very, very important thing for them to continue to work on this, as it does for us as well, because talent will continue to be a top need out there. So if any company is interested in engaging with schools, probably virtually this fall, please let us know. We'll definitely be sending out some information on that in the near term. And then actually, along with that, I don't have a lot of information. I don't know if Jody, if you do or not, but you heard the $300 unemployment is coming back, but my understanding is it's only going to be around for maybe 3 weeks. So it's a very, very short-term unemployment situation in terms of the extension of added federal benefits. Jody, do you have anything to add on that?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I do not. That is the same thing that I've heard. I don't have any other details at this time.
Okay.
I can try to look into it a little bit, though.
Okay. Thank you. And I think that's pretty much all I had. So it's a pretty short update this week, once again, coming off Labor Day. But as I said, we want to continue to make sure these are worthwhile for you. Always let us know if you'd like to hear from somebody. Jody, while you're on here, can you reiterate, we did have someone from the unemployment office on our call 2 weeks ago. Really, really great resource. I know a number of folks on the call are probably continuing to deal with unemployment issues. Can you give folks an update on that, or who they could be talking to?
Sure. I know some people had some questions on the WorkShare program. They're still working out details on extra money for that. There are definitely some issues still going on with capacity with the unemployment system. I do have a contact. If anybody is experiencing issues, somebody who can help out, we can email directly, which does seem to be a big help. We had somebody who needed to contact them last week and emailed and heard back the same day. So I do have that contact as well, but they're still working at a very high capacity of calls. And from what I understand, last week, she explained that they were dealing with issues, still June issues that had been submitted through MyWAM. So they're definitely behind, but working as quickly as they can to get caught back up. So if you do have issues that you're still trying to deal with, let me know, and I can definitely get you in touch with somebody who should be able to help a little bit quicker.
Very good. Thank you, Jody. Anything else you want to update the group on?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay, very good. So I think that's it for today. As I said, we're going to probably, starting next week, try to get our folks. I'm hoping to get Tom Barrett on next Tuesday. That's my immediate goal. But we're going to try to get, as I said, our congressmen and senators as well. If you need any other speakers, that you want to hear from, please let us know that, or other topics you'd like us to cover. That would be helpful. One thing I do want to mention too, and I talked about this with Brent on our team. He's not on the call today. And Jody, this is something for you too. So talent, we know, continues to be the top issue. We say it all the time. You guys and gals all know it. I'm sure many of you are struggling with some of your talent needs. There are a lot of different ways to communicate those job opportunities. And we've had conversations with several of you over the past few weeks about this, but what we're thinking about doing is having some kind of a webinar that focuses on how to utilize media to promote your job opening. So, obviously you're using websites and things like that. However, there's some creative options that are available, not only with our local newspapers, but digital media, television, radio. Some of you know we have billboards. And so what we're thinking about doing is having a webinar focused on how can you use media to attract people to come work for your business. So I think it'd be very interesting, very topical, obviously. So nothing formulated on that, but probably something we'd like to do in the next few weeks. So stay tuned on that as well. And as always, if any of you have job openings that you can't fill, please let us know. We're happy to help promote. With that, it's about 9:20. I'd like to open the floor. If anyone has any comments or questions, please hit *6 on your phone. Does anyone have anything? Okay, well, thank you. Once again, we're just running back from Labor Day. We welcome you all to attend our coffee meeting this Thursday morning at 8 a.m. And as always, if anything else comes up, give us a call or shoot us an email. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.